plaintiff, Dominique Small, met the defendant in college, and they were good friends. However, Dominique claims while she was dating a woman, the defendant tried to hit on her, and she told Dominique all about it. Dominique suing for breach of contract. Defendant Frequency Wilson says he was a party promoter, and Dominique always came to his parties with 3 to 5 beautiful women. Frequency is countersuing because he claims after Dominique defamed him on social media, people stopped coming to his parties.
Start with you.
All right, I met Trey back in 2013. We went to college together at Indiana State University. He's a part of a fraternity there, so he was real known on campus, seen around a lot.
Which fraternity is that?
The Alphas. And so...
Is that the same? He knew it. Are you an Alpha? Oh, I didn't know that.
Go ahead.
Him and some of his fraternity brothers threw parties at homes and buildings and facilities and things like that, which I attended several of them. So later on, I started throwing my own parties with some of my friends as well. And that's how we kind of got closer. We started talking about, possibly...
How were their parties?
Fun. They were big, rowdy. A couple of them got shut down.
You talking about...
Not rowdy in a bad way.
You're talking about the Qs.
Exactly.
As Alphas are studious, handle our business. Martin Luther King was an Alpha. W.E.B. Du Bois, who co-founded NAACP, was an Alpha. I'm an honorary Alpha. They made me one after college. I probably would have been one if I wasn't half thug in college. They wouldn't let me in. Did I do it right, though? Is it that or that?
You know it is. Either way you want to do it.
So I did it right.
We good.
My assistant likes to tease me about not knowing the handshake well, and he might have a point in the beginning. Me and Martin Luther King III, we were at the airport together. He's an honorary as well. So Stacy likes to tease us because we took at least 5 minutes trying to get it right. That's great. So no, Jay, they go like this. No, I think it go like this. No, my dad was Alpha, so I know.
Defendant Frequency Wilson was friends with the plaintiff, but he claims after she defamed him on social media, people stopped coming to his parties, and he lost money.
All right, so Alpha man anyhow, so don't get it twisted.
Not at all.
Don't get it twisted.
Not at all.
All right, so you met him in college. He was an Alpha man. I'm glad to hear you all met in college. Now what?
Later on down the road, I had a lady friend that I was talking to. We were starting to get kind of serious, and she came and told me that basically Trey here was hitting on her, making comments towards her, asking her out and stuff. I was surprised because he knew that, I was talking to this young lady. And so I confronted him about it. And he basically said, he didn't know that we were, seriously involved or anything serious was going on. He didn't mean no harm by it, so we kind of just swept it under the rug and went on about our business.
That's what friends do. All right, you tell me about your friendship.
Okay, Dominique will always attend our parties. She will always bring 3 to 5 beautiful ladies with her, every time, never fails. So I started noticing who she is. She's coming to my parties. So I was in college and I just realized we were making so much money doing these parties with our fraternity. I started my own business. I started doing larger events than we were doing in college where events would cost a lot more money, $30,000 plus, with concerts.
You're one of the top promoters in history. He's certainly the #1 black promoter in history, Al Heyman. He started giving parties when he was attending Harvard, nonetheless. And he was giving parties on campus. So when he graduated, he started doing concerts like you. Well, ultimately, perhaps 10, 20 years later, he was doing 500 concerts a year. And now he's a boxing promoter who has taken over all of boxing. You won't see Don King anymore other than every blue moon because Al Heyman has taken over boxing and he started giving parties in college. But he didn't let the women get in his way.
That's hard. Never got in my way. Never got in my way.
What happened?
So what happened was her girlfriend / I don't know, she was pimping him out or what was going on. they started wanting to, you know, promote for me, and they were just supporting and pretty much working for me. And I think that's what caused the jealousy. And, you know, I was friends with them.
Tell me about your promotion business, because she's suing you for money.
I actually threw that first concert and we took a loss. It didn't go the way I wanted. And that's what caused everything.
So you go back to parties and build your bankroll back up and then take another risk if that's what you wanted to do. So,
yes, sir.
All right, what did you end up doing with your degree, or have you completed your degree?
I dropped out and started my company.
What type of company?
Marketing management.
Okay.
So I do.
Doing all right?
Yes, sir.
Other than paying this loan? All right, let's talk about let's talk about what you're suing him for. $1,970.
Yes. So during college, I came up with an idea to start my own business. It was a loan business. I decided to start it only because, one, I know, you know, a lot of people need help when it comes to money, things like that. And
how much interest do you charge?
50%.
The business is doing well?
I don't do it anymore.
Okay.
No.
All right.
I did do it.
When you did, you loaned him some.
Yes,
how much?
Eventually. So originally I loaned him $1,000. And that was in May 6th of 2017. He came to me. I, you know, informed him about the business and, you know, how it worked and stuff like that. And we agreed upon it. Actually, this wasn't even the first loan that we had did. We had another loan before this that went fine. Everything was...
Paid it all off.
Paid it all off. Everything went well. It was good. So I didn't hesitate to do another one with him. And
when was he to repay it?
So the contract states that you have a month.
You have it?
Yes, I have.
Let me see
right
it, please,
here.
Doyle. States what?
Contract states that you have within a month to pay it back. If, for whatever reason, you cannot pay it within that month, very understandable. I am a very understanding person and know that things happen. Just communicate with me and we can, you know, extend the due date for that.
Defendant Trequincy Wilson was friends with the plaintiff, but he claims after she defamed him on social media, people stopped coming to his parties and he lost money.
Sorry, what do you say to that?
Everything's about correct on there. I do say I started paying her back. Okay. I don't feel like I owe her any money right now.
Why?
Because I actually started paying her back. She was.
But she didn't have to. She doesn't have to wait on your payment plan. She doesn't have to accept a payment plan.
Yes.
She can demand her money, and if you don't pay it, she does what she's doing now. So unless she accepted a payment plan and you've kept it without breaching, is that the case?
Well, the case was there was really no payment plan. It was just a verbal
and you
agreement.
Can't refer to that as a defense.
Okay.
All right. So I'm glad at least you're admitting that you owe. Ma'am, I'm going to cut that interest rate in half. In fact, more than that, 21%. And 21% on how much was loan? 1,000.
Well, there's more to...
Amount of loan is 1,000. What's 1,000? 21% of 1,000 is $210. Right. That's your judgment. $1,210. Your counterclaim. How does she defame you?
She decided to take it to Facebook and you know, say that
what did she say?
I was scamming, a scam artist, and that...
That's her opinion on you not paying her. What else?
And that people shouldn't attend my parties, which slowed down my money coming in.
Why did she say they shouldn't attend? Did she give a reason?
Because of this, and because I owed her money, which caused my money to slow down.
Did you do that?
No, I did not.
All right. You have any evidence of that?
That's the evidence.
Okay. We're not going to rehear what I've already decided on. Have a good day, judgment for the plaintiff. Your claim dismissed.
I mean, it is what it is.
I think it's fair considering the fact that I did pay back one of these loans with that extended amount of 50% interest. And, you know, it just didn't go the way. So I think it was fair. And hopefully we could be friends again and make some money together.